Hey coin collectors, and welcome to the DC Cornwell International Coin Channel. Today it's the 1947 United States nickel coins, the Jefferson nickel. This is the 10th year they made it. They started in 1938 following the Buffalo nickel, and then they came in with these Jefferson nickels, the Felix Schlag editions, but no initials on them until the 60s. So we won't see any initials underneath the truncation of Jefferson's neck, which you see now. So if you look at your any coins, if you can find any in your pocket change, you'll see an FS on there if they're after 1960. Once in a great while, you still get one of these in your change, and it's just like a special day. It's Jefferson facing to the left. It says, "In God we trust." Liberty behind him. There's a star between Liberty and the date, and 1947. Now remember, the other thing about these coins is there is not going to be a mint mark on the front. So you're not going to see one of these things anywhere on this coin. First off, you're never going to see a P on the coin, right? Because the Philadelphia Mint didn't put any mint marks on until the modern, very modern coins. So no P's on the nickel, except for a couple war years when they made the silver nickels. But the Philadelphia Mint did not put mint marks on initially, and that's a modern kind of thing. So we know just because there's nothing here doesn't mean that these are all Philadelphia's, because the mint mark on the 1947 nickel is on the back of the coin. Let's see. Well, this is a Philadelphia, so there you go. We blow it up a little bit, magnify it, and we can almost see a step here. When you're looking at these coins, it says E pluribus unum at the top, United States of America at the very bottom, Monticello here, and that's the name of the house or mansion that Thomas Jefferson lived in Virginia, and then 5 cents here, a plural sense. It's not a 5-cent coin, it's a 5 cents coin. In 1947, they had just come out of World War II, the United States had, and they were trying to ramp these up a little bit, and they made 95 million of these. This one right here is worth $0.25 or more. If you can get up to MS65, you're talking about $18+. And so the Philadelphia Mint one, not a hugely valuable coin, not a greatest year in the world. You can get into the hundreds if you can get it graded from PCGS and get the full steps, but so hard to get steps on these. 1947, they also made 2 other minted coins, and that is the D or Denver Mint version. And you can see the D here, and you actually see a little bit of the door there and stuff. You can see the D here, and there is some doubling sometimes on the D. So sometimes what they do is the mint mark gets doubled up. So always look on the 1947s for any doubling in the mint mark. And this one, you can't really see the mint mark hardly at all, but you would see an extra line and maybe a line through the middle on this for the 1947. At Denver in 1947, they made 45 million of these. No, wait a second. 37 million of these, 37.8 million. And this one again is worth 25 to 30 cents. In this condition, 18 to 20 at MS65. And finally, at the San Francisco Mint in 1947, they made these also. But remember, the San Francisco Mint in 47 was a regular or business strike mint. They made 24.7 million, and it's this beautiful S that's on the back here. A little bit worn out, but S for the San Francisco Mint. And in 1947, the San Francisco Mint made 24.7 million of these. There are some 1947 coins that you can get that are really good-looking coins, but there is not a proof set for 1947 available. So if you're looking for the proof set, that's one thing you're not going to find in 1947. All right, so what else can we look for besides the full steps? We look for the doubling of the D. We can look for the any kind of errors on these. Sometimes what happens is you get a little bit of oil or something on the front of these, and the letter will be either faded or non-existent. I haven't seen that with the number, but I have seen that with the letter, so you can look for those too. This is we call this United States coin a nickel, and it does have some nickel in it, but it's really a copper nickel coin, which is mostly copper with a nickel blend on it. If you're trying to get one of these from a dealer, I'd say, you probably shouldn't have to pay over $1 for a kind of a bad looking one. And you probably shouldn't have to pay over $10 for a really good looking one. In fact, if you look in the catalog, you'll see that at MS65, all of the 1947s are under $12 or under. All right, well, that's all we have today from DC Coin World. Love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.